beautiful Strippa Yogis. I am pretty excited. Our guest today is a cutie patootie booty Strippervenom. She's a badass member of our community, making some waves in our social media scene, and has her own stripper clothing shop. So we're really excited to have her on today to hear how she's handling this quarantine time, to do some yoga and just some overall yummy goodness. Hopefully that's her right there. Nope, just some rando guy trying to join in. All the weird boys are here. We don't like them in the space. But what can we do? I'm more focused on you lovely ladies. How's everybody feeling today? How are my Strippa Yogis feeling today? Pretty good? Ready to do some stretching. There's our Strippervenom right there. Hey, bunny baby. Let's invite this hottie butt. Hey, Tots.
Hi.
Hi, gorgeous. Why are you so cute?
My mom.
I'm so mad I didn't wear my double braids today so we could be twins.
Oh my gosh, I actually wore braids because I know that you always have a braid.
I fucked up. Well, I got my one in, so we're kind of the same, you know?
All this
Hi.
twist these together.
You look great. Oh, wow.
There we go.
What up, twin? What up, twin?
Hi, guys. This is so exciting.
I'm super, super happy to have you. Strippervenom.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
What's
inviting me.
Happy to have you. What's your name?
Jamie. It's Jamie.
James. I'm Jessica. It's a pleasure to officially meet you.
This is my dog. Okay,
What's it?
Jessie. Her name is Jessie. She's
Your
giving
dog?
me the paw.
Your dog's name is Jessie. This is Lois right here.
Oh my god.
Lois.
They
Say
want to join.
hi.
Come
Say
here.
hi.
Jessie, you can't do yoga. Come here.
So we have to talk about this real quick, Jamie.
The dog?
Yeah, this is important.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell a secret here. So I am my mother's 5th child. I am her last child. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Cool. I am my mother's last child. She didn't think she was going to have any more children. She had always wanted a little girl so she can name her Jessica and call her Jessie. But she didn't think she was having any more kids, so she got a puppy, and she named this puppy Jessie. And then she happened to get knocked up with me. So and I don't agree with this, okay? I don't agree with this, but she got rid of the dog and named me Jessica.
Well, hopefully she found the dog, a good home. Because it would have been kind of weird, to have a dog and a daughter with the same name.
Thank you. And I understand a little bit, but me, I would never get rid of my animal. But
yes.
So technically I'm named after a dog, which when I was young, I had some issues with it. But as an adult, I'm okay with it.
I think that's much better than, a movie character, a dog.
So tell people, you have a little stripper shop, and you have a lot of other hustles going on. You're a hustling ass bitch. I see you.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the stripper shop and anything else you have going on? What are you doing right now?
That's really what I'm working on right now. I have a shirt on from there. Yay.
Let's see it. Hey, me, is that from your brand, your clothing brand?
Yes, it is. You can get it. It's Angel Candy Shop 777. It's in my bio. So if you look at my bio, you'll see it. And I have so many cute things on the way. It's for strippers and hoes. I guess if you're not a stripper or hoe, you could shop there, but
you can feel like a hoe. You can feel like a stripper hoe.
Yeah. as long as you're nice to us real hoes.
Absolutely. That's very
Yes.
That's very important.
That's really what I'm working on right now. I'm trading some stocks. That's it really. I'm in the house in my socks,
with your pupper.
With my dog and my son, trying to. And does anyone have kids here? This virtual school is kicking my ass.
How old is your little one?
He's 11.
Oh gosh, I honor you. My 12-year-old nephew lived with me for 6 months last year, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. And so I am just bowing down to you and all the other mothers during this time. You fucking queens.
It's a lot, but he's cool. So he's my son, so
Yeah, hey, of course he's like you. He's gonna be cool.
We're having a good time. Yeah.
Yes, but learning how to do 6th grade math, whew,
Don't even
I
talk to me
literally
about
have
it.
the YouTube videos and be like, all right, long division. Like, I don't fucking do long division in my normal life at all.
I can write all day long. My nephew hated me because I was like, his papers had to be on point. 'Cause he was a smart little kid. But when it came to math, I was 100% the same way.
Yeah.
How to do this?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it makes me feel so
Yeah.
dumb.
They're starting algebra now too. I'm like,
But you know what? Hey, you know what you are going to be able to teach them easily? Business skills, sales
money,
skills.
yeah.
I'm just saying, investing
Yes.
skills, saving skills. And what we know now as adults is that these are the things that really matter, you know?
It's actually like, it's absurd that you have to learn geometry, which I have never once in my life. I mean, I understand those things can be useful in certain career paths, but like learn it in college then. Why are you learning that in high school and not like budgeting and investing? And people, I graduated high school like not knowing what an interest rate is.
Yep, I believe
or
it.
Like
I believe it.
Like, like unless you grow up in a family that knows that shit, you really don't know. Anyway, I could talk about this forever. So
no, these are the kind of conversations I like to have. I absolutely believe in more specialized schooling for children. And I really saw one of my friends, her son, and she was heavily involved in the Waldorf school system, which is like they don't teach them. It's like it's a schooling system where they don't teach them based on like, if you're this age, you're in this grade, you need to know this. They advance grades based on what they know. So when they start them off, they start them off with like,
so like Montessori kind of.
Yeah, but it's I'd say it's a little more hippie than Montessori, to be honest. It's a little, but I'll send you some information about it after this because I like that. I have two sides to me. There's the side of me that's like, put your children in advanced like schooling and like, and there's the other side of me. It's like, let them be like free, you know?
Yeah, I think there's a balance because doing well in school teaches you discipline, which is something a lot of people don't have, and you need discipline to do well at anything, right? Because like instant gratification is only a thing in the strip club where
and it's not always. Our generation is plagued by our desire for instant gratification, and we've gotten it through the social media, through the automation of like so many systems, and now we think that everything should come easy, including like following our dreams. I love you because I see that you're a hustler. I see it.
So discipline. I think the school system is good for that, but there's probably better ways to teach discipline than like
sports, yoga,
geometry. Yeah.
Hands-on parenting, and that's not an option for a lot of people who are in situations where they have to go to work and they have to make money. But I definitely think that, you know, just being more present is one of the biggest gifts. I don't have children yet, so I can't. It's hard for me. I like, oh, this is how you should raise children, and I raised my nephew for 6 months, but that's not the same thing as like as you guys who are doing this for 11 fucking years, 18 years.
It's a
you know,
taste. It's a taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, being a mother is my biggest honor and also my biggest challenge for sure.
I have a deep desire to be a mother someday. Like
I will.
I know. I hope
that for you.
As everybody, I think every young person who hasn't gotten pregnant yet, we're always afraid. We're like, am I broken? Or maybe I'm like, I'm just safe. No. I'm very pro condoms. I tell all my friends, I'm like, hoe out as much as you want. Just do it with a condom. That's always my goal. I'm like, do whatever you want.
Like, we really need to destigmatize conversations about like safe sex and STDs and stuff. I know so many people who are out here, they're fucking raw, but they won't talk about STDs.
I'm not going to call.
Absolutely crazy.
I have so many friends who they have never been STD checked. I'm 28 years old. I have friends my age who I'm like, bitch, you have never been STD checked, and they're like, I've only had sex with 7 guys. I'm like, who have those 7 guys had sex with though? I know who they are, and I know it's a lot of people, you know?
Even my gynecologist said to me, she's like, you need to be operating under the assumption that everyone has chlamydia and gonorrhea, because they do.
Yeah.
And like, you should just always be operating.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
That's crazy. Ugh.
My friend, one of the friends I'm talking about specifically, went and got STD checked, first time, 28 years old. Don't tell me how. We were both convinced when she told me that, and then I finally had to talk with her. She's like, I have an STD. I was like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, totally.
Wait, tell me why this bitch didn't have an STD. I was shocked. I was like, you better pray to whatever
we can't
God.
Tell that story because people are gonna think that's normal.
It's not. It's absolutely. She went. You have to get checked. It's not normal. It's not normal at all. She got very fucking lucky, but that's a reality.
That's super like angel luck right there.
I want to do like a after work, like we get off, we go get breakfast, and we all go get STD checked together. Like
Yeah,
breakfast.
it's so simple. And then like and you could do it. Like it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, the sun is coming out.
Where are you at? What state are you in?
I live in Newark, in Jersey.
Oh wow, you're far from me. I'm in Arizona. We get the sun every day, so I'm like.
Yes. We have. It's been super rainy here. Spring over here is really rainy.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Well, how are you feeling about moving today? You said you hadn't stretched enough, so I know you're excited for some stretching.
I am super excited to stretch, and like I've been saying, I'm gonna do yoga, every fucking day. I did it once with you. I was on your live, and then like 2 other times. But yeah, I'm hoping this will kind of kick me into gear to start making it more regular.
And we're gonna be so yummy and gentle today, so.
Yes, yummy sounds good.
Am I cutting out on your end?
No.
Cool. All right. See my mat good?
I see it. Hi, baby dog.
She's my yoga dog.
Jessie is doing yoga as
Hi.
a donut.
There are yoga dogs, huh?
That's donut pose.
Let me see it. Oh, wow.
Donut
Lois is going to try attacking me real quick with kisses, but we're going to make it through this.
We are going. Yeah, my cat might roll up. He loves to get in the.
My cat will only roll up if I start to love on the dog too hard.
Competition.
Okay. Knees wide. Big toes touching behind us. Torso settles in between thighs. And forehead rests gently on the mat in front of us. Child's pose. So again, those big toes touching, the knees wide. The hips will sink towards the heels as the forehead rests gently on the mat. The torso softens and settles between the thighs. The elbows can stay bent and resting, or you can begin to walk the hands forward, finding a little more length in the sides and spine, whatever feels better. I'm really liking this walking the hands forward. Wherever you've chosen to settle here, try to get out any fidgets that may be still happening, making yourself 100% comfortable. And then once you've found that shape, we're going to shut down the eyes, soften the jaw, and slow down the breathing. And as we're here, we begin to notice what's happening inside of our hips, our spine, our lower back. Just appreciating areas that feel really open and strong right now. But also sending some love to those areas that feel a little tighter or more fatigued. We're going to begin to pay attention to the thoughts arising in our head. We're staying in that child's pose. My dog's just barking, so I'm trying to keep her.
Okay. I was like, wait, did I miss something?
No. My dog's just barking, so I'm just trying to keep her occupied. You're good. You're perfect. Yeah, starting to pay attention again to the thoughts passing through our head. Acknowledging that however you're feeling right now is appropriate and okay. But we start to let the words that are crossing our mind just slowly fade away. And our attention turns towards our breath. We notice our inhales are nice and cool. Our belly fills up. Our exhales are slow and controlled. There's a tickle around the lips. We're going to maintain a smooth, slow breathing, very natural. And we're going to slowly make our way up to a hands and knees tabletop position. Hands and knees. Perfect. Yay! When you arrive here, your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. Your fingers are spread as wide as you can possibly get them with your index finger pointing straight forward. The fingers fan out wide. Bring your belly button towards your spine. Reach the crown of your head out, pausing here in a strong tabletop. We'll move through a few cats and cows. With an inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift the head, and pull the shoulders back. This is called cow pose. As you exhale, you're going to round the spine, drop the head, and press the ground away. Is that your puppy's tail? Inhale.
Oh my god, no, my neighbors just moved in and they're like hanging stuff.
Oh, I thought it was your puppy's tail. It'd be way cuter. Inhaling to cow. And exhaling to cat. Just warming up the spine a little bit. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifts if you want to roll out the neck a little. Exhales round. Last time, inhale, lift. And this time as you exhale, press yourself back, sit on your calves. Whew. Nice. And we'll sit on our calves, sitting towards each other. We'll find just a little bit of movement here. We're going to inhale our hands up to the sky, big stretch. Interlace hands together at the top. Press your palms up towards the ceiling. Feel a nice deep stretch there. Good. Relax your shoulders though. Yeah, keep pressing the palms up and then zip up your ribs slightly. Nice. So our back's a little bit flatter. Breathing here. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, drop your hands behind your head. Fingers still interlaced, palms facing towards your head. Yeah, perfect. Our ribs still zipped up, our spine long. Our head gently presses into our hands as our elbows push out to the side. We're going to inhale, reach the top of our head up. As you exhale, gently press your head into your hands. Slightly looking up here. Still trying not to back bend, letting this happen in the shoulders. Breathing. Big inhale. And then exhale. Let's inhale our head back to center. Head comes back up. We're going to keep our left hand where it is. We're going to drop our right hand down. Nice. We're going to inhale, open our shoulder up. We're twisting to the left slightly. And as you exhale, you're going to pull your left elbow towards your right knee. Round your spine.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up, chest opens up. We twist to the left slightly. Exhale, we're going to twist in, right, left elbow towards right knee, maybe outside of it slightly. And we're going to inhale up. And exhale, come back to center, switch sides. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up behind the head. Yeah, let's inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, twist that right elbow in towards that left knee. It might come past it. We're going to do that again. Inhale, up, open. Exhale, twist. Nice. Let's inhale, open. Exhale, come back to center. Both hands come down to the ground. Nice. Let's plant our right palm down. Let's lift our left hand up and over. Don't collapse in the shoulder here. Keep space between that right ear and that right shoulder. Reach up and over with your left hand. If you need more, begin to bend into your right elbow. Yeah. Feeling that stretch on the side of the left body. We're going to inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up. Same thing, we're going to not collapse into that left shoulder, keeping space. We're going to reach up and over with our right hand. If we need more sensation, we begin to bend into that left elbow. Woo. Nice. Let's gently come back to center. Hands come down to the ground. Begin to move the fingers out to the side until the index or the middle finger barely touches the ground. From here, let's inhale, right hand up to the sky. Drop your right hand on top of your head. Nice. We're going to gently guide the right ear towards the right shoulder, feeling a nice stretch down the left side of the neck, the left arm. If you need more sensation, hover your left fingertips off the ground, reaching your left fingertips out. Are you feeling a stretch down the left side of the neck and the arm?
Yes, like here.
Hell yeah. Begin to lift those fingers a little higher, reach them out a little bit farther so you get more down the fingers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yoga's so crazy how the littlest movement you'll be like, oh.
Bitch, you are preaching to the choir right now. I always say that. Let's flip our left palm up towards the sky. Watch this. And then notice how just flipping changes everything.
The whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different shit going on.
That's why we have to be so safe here, you know, where you have to move so consciously. Because a little movement could tweak you in a good way or a bad way, you know. We flip our left palm down, our left hand comes down. We guide the head back towards center. Whew. We set our right hand down. I'm going to roll my shoulders out a little bit. They're kind of tired from that. Whew. I'm coming back to that upside down V shape with the hands. This time my right fingertips stay down. My left hand comes up. My hand comes on top of my head. I'm going to guide my left ear towards my left shoulder. Feeling that nice stretch down the right side of my arm all the way into my right fingers. Maybe my right fingers hover and I reach out a little bit more if I need some more sensation. Yeah. And then again, we flip that right palm up, just noticing how that changes things. And we flip that right palm down. Let's set our right hand down. Let's guide the head back to center. Let's set our left hand down. Woo, shake it out a little bit. Nice. We're going to find one more twist and a little wrist warm up. Then we're going to move into some other juicy, yummy stuff. Does that sound good? You feeling good so far?
Awesome, yes.
Hell yeah. So we're here in this seated position. Take your right hand, bring it across your left thigh. And then bring your left hand behind your left hip on your fingertips. And
like
use
this?
your, like this kind of, yeah, you look good so far. Yeah, that left hand is just gently behind your left hip on the floor. So your fingertips are on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we're going to take our right hand. We're going to use our right hand to pull our right shoulder forward as our left shoulder moves back, pressing into our left fingertips to help us sit up tall here. Now, continue pushing your left shoulder back, reaching your right shoulder forward. If it feels good, you can look over your left shoulder. Staying strong in the core, sitting up tall, not collapsing in the chest. Let's gently release back to center, fingertips at the sides. Whew. Same thing, other side. Left hand comes across right thigh. Right fingertips gently placed down on the ground behind my right hip. I'm on my fingertips still. I'm going to use my left hand to pull my left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. I'm pressing into my right hand to keep sitting up tall here. If it feels good, I might look over my right shoulder. My core is strong. I'm sitting up tall. Nice. And gently release back to center. Again. The class you did with me, did we do the wrist warm up?
I think we did. I did the one you did with Jack.
Yes. All right. You ready for it?
I don't know.
You got this. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Come on over.
Come on over.
Let's get down.
Dad, that's so cute.
We're going to do it again. Hi. How you doing?
How you doing?
Come on over. Let's get down. Let's pick up the pace. Hi. How you doing? Come on over. Let's get down.
Oh my God, you
Hi.
can see my nails.
How you doing? Come on over. I'm not looking. Let's get down. The comments are hiding them. The comments are hiding them faster. Hi. How you doing? Come on over. Let's get down. Yeah. Hi. How you doing? Come on over. Let's get down. You're doing it better than anyone has so far. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit more. Hi. How you doing? Come on over. Let's get down. Hi. How you doing? Come on over. Let's get down. All right. That was great. Good job. Wow. You did that better than anybody so far. Good job. Snaps for you.
I want
yes.
Good wrist warm up or
all right.
star.
Bitch, don't even try me. I'm looking right now at sending everybody who's done the lives with me little presents. So if I need to add a cookie, you just tell me the word, okay? Let's come to our tabletop position for just a minute here. Walking the shape to the back of our mat so that our feet touch the edge of our mat behind us. Beep, beep, beep. We need some space in front of us. I want you to know you can always shake your butt in Strippa Yoga. It's just one of the rules, okay?
Yes.
There's no shame allowed.
Every time I'm in this position, I'm like,
I'm all saying, my mom. That's why we had to start Strippa Yoga, because my girlfriends kept coming to my yoga class and everyone was just like,
what are you doing?
They loved it. They loved it or hated it, but they only hated it because they loved it so much. But anyways,
Yep.
I digress. Our hips will stay above our knees. We're not going to let them move forwards or backwards. We're going to begin to walk our hands forward one at a time. When you can't walk your hands any farther forward without your hips following you, release your forehead to the mat. Now, the top of your feet are going to try to lift, but you're not going to let them. You're going to glue them to the ground. Your hips are not moving forward. You're going to reach the crown of your head forward a little bit, and then you're going to let your chest melt towards the ground, softening the space between the shoulder blades. If this is feeling good and you want some more sensation, bring your chin to the mat and look forward. Your elbows will come down. Ladies, how's that feeling so far?
Feels super yummy and stretchy.
All we can see is your butt. It's cracking me up right now. I love it.
I feel like I'm at work. I love it.
Hey. So for each inhale you take, soften the space between your shoulders. And each exhale, let the chest melt down a little bit more. We take 2 more breaths here. As you exhale, shift the weight forward. Come to your stomach.
Ooh.
Oh, hey there.
I'm back.
We're in a Sphynx position now. So our forearms are on the ground in front of us, shoulder width distance. Our elbows are directly below our shoulders, and our palms press into the ground as well as our forearms. Now my gaze is going to be straight ahead. I'm going to roll my shoulders onto my back so my shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. As I do that, I'm pressing my forearms into the ground. I'm reaching the top of my head up.
Up. Okay.
Nice.
Hi, Spinderella. Hi, Ramil.
I'm glad you can read it. Feel free to talk to people. I have to keep it far away so they can see my body. I never get to interact, but I love reading the comments after. I love reading the comments after.
We like don't know what we're doing, so we get to like have a fucked up camera angle.
I've done this before.
Yes.
Let's exhale, gently release chest to the ground. Hands come by the chest, elbows up towards the sky. How does that feel?
Great.
Nice. So our hands are by our chest, our elbows are up to the sky, our chin is on the mat. We're going to press the top of our feet into the floor. As we do that, we're going to tighten the quads slightly, so our knees might lift. That's okay. But as your knees lift and your quads tighten, press your tailbone down, so the glutes will tighten slightly. Roll the shoulders onto the back. No weight in the hands. Maybe the hands even lift off the ground slightly. The core engages as we lift the back of the head for baby cobra.
Ooh.
Now, in this baby cobra, your chin is tucked mildly. This is perfect for you, Strippervenom. This is your pose. We're calling this the Strippervenom from now on, okay? We tuck the chin. We lift the back of the head up. And you're like a little stripper snake now.
I love that. I just want to do this
release.
in VIP nonstop. Like, I'm a stripper snake.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What did you think you paid for?
I need dollars. I love it. As you're ready, we're going to press ourselves back up to a child pose.
Woohoo!
Hips come up and back. Whew.
Oh, hell yeah. That is so nice.
Are you feeling warm in the back and in the chest?
I feel like, too, I always am pressing my, like, butt back and my ribs up. That's just a thing strippers
Let's
do.
work on it a little bit. Here, come back to tabletop. I want you to meet me in a standing position real quick, because this doesn't really go with our flow today. Most of the stuff we do in this class is on the ground, just because it's a little easier for the camera. But I want to talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm always for photos and on stage.
This is stripper back. This is stripper back. You know, we all know it.
Looks awesome, but it's so not
bad.
A natural position.
It's very bad for us, and it puts a lot of pressure on our lower back, and it's why a lot of us have lower back pain. So one of my favorite things for correcting that is chair pose. So in our chair pose, we're going to bring our feet together. Bring your heels together, your big toes to touch, and then squeeze your thighs together. If this hurts your lower back to have your feet together, You can separate the feet about 3 inches, but if you separate your feet, your knees need to be separated too. No matter what you choose, all 10 toes point forward. Now turn to the side for me for a moment. Okay, bring your hands to your hips. Like this. Look at me. Yeah, there you go. Now suck your shoulders onto your back. Now, tighten your lower abs. And then begin to sit your hips down and back. Down and back. We're coming into a chair pose. Yeah. Keep going a little bit. Pause here. Pause. Look at your feet. If you can't see your big toes past your knees, shift more weight into your heels. We want our knees behind our big toes. Now, notice your butt poking out. What we're going to do, we got to imagine this area around the hips where we put a belt. That's the rim of a cereal bowl, okay? Your booty is the cereal. If you dump your hips forward, you're going to be dumping all the cereal out of your bowl. So what are we going to do? We're going to bring the bottom of our hips up as we bring our tailbone down. We're tucking our tailbone. There it is. Great. Good job. We're going to keep that motion. Tighten your lower abs. Hell yeah, girl. It looks great. Now suck your shoulders back. Good. This is helping to strengthen your lower abs and the muscles in your lower back and your quads and your glutes. Fuck yeah, chair pose.
My God.
If this feels good, lift your hands up to the sky by your ears. Ooh, 2 more breaths.
Good, but it feels like it's working.
2 more breaths. Keep that tailbone tucked. You got this. 1 more big breath in. And then exhale, fold forward. Ooh.
Oh, yes.
So in this forward fold, separate your feet as wide as your hips, a little bit wider. Now bend your knees a generous amount, but not so you're squatting, just enough so your stomach rests on or between your thighs. Hell yeah. Now grab opposite elbows. I'm coming over. Bend your knees a little bit more. Shift a little more weight into your toe mound so your hips lift a little bit higher. Yeah, there you go. Now just let your whole upper body hang heavy here. Each inhale you take, I want you to imagine that your breath is moving to your lower back. And each exhale, you're just letting that upper body hang a little heavier. Breathing here. Yeah, somebody said your body, they said your body goals. They said your body goals. Hell yeah, bitch.
Aw, thanks, because I have been eating like a fucking raccoon. I don't know how I'm still even like slightly fit.
Just gently release hands to the ground. It's some of you bitches I hate. Oh my God, I hate love. Sometimes I see these tight ass bodies just eating pizza and wings and Italian food in the back. I'm like, fuck you guys.
I think honestly, like if you work out a lot, like normally I work out a lot, then you can eat that way. Cause
hell yeah.
But
you're right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just God is looking out for me, cause
hell yeah. Well, you're good people. I can feel it. So
I've been working out like once a week.
Well, I'm here for you. Let's keep our left foot where it is. Let's step our right foot all the way back. Woo!
Oh wait, I have to switch. I have to go this way.
There you go.
Okay.
Now, before we lower our back knee down, make sure your left knee is above your left ankle.
Left knee is above my left ankle. Okay.
And then we're going to bring our back knee down to the ground. Yeah, let me fix my camera. Hell yeah. Now, from here, reach your collarbone forward and drop your tailbone down and forward. Yeah. Now, if that makes your knee go in front of your ankle, make sure you heel toe that foot forward a little bit. Now, we're still on our fingertips. We're going to pull our left hip back slightly. We're going to reach the crown of our head forward. How does that feel? Okay?
Good.
Hell yeah. From here, your feet are not going to move. You're going to shift your hips back. So your right hip will now be over your right knee. Pause. You got this. Walk your hands back so your hands are below your shoulders.
My hands are okay. Yes.
Now, make sure you're not sitting on your calf. We want that right hip above our right knee. Now, stay with me. We're going to flex our left toes towards our face.
Oh, this is such a good one.
From here, this is where it's going to get really intense. We're going to pull our left hip back, push our right hip forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then reach your collarbone forward instead of rounding in your spine. This is called a half splits. For any of you babes working on your side splits or any kind of hamstring flexibility, this is a really safe, great way to start learning how to get that flexibility for the splits. So We're going to shift the weight forward, low lunge legs. So back to that low lunge shape. Our hands will walk forward. We're going to bring our left hand inside of our right leg.
Left hand.
Inside of left leg.
Okay, there we
There you go. Yeah, I might have said it wrong. Sorry about that. We'll walk our left foot to the left, 1 foot step.
Okay, 1 foot step.
So that our hip sits outside, our knee sits outside of our hip. From here, we're going to angle our left toes to face towards 11 o'clock if we were looking at a clock. Nice. From there, we're going to reach our collarbone forward. How does that feel?
It feels stretchy.
Good. Okay, does it feel too stretchy? A good amount of stretchy? You want more stretch?
I'm a little confused about how it should feel when I move my collarbone forward.
Okay, so the thing of the collarbone, you're moving your chin, I noticed. So when you're doing it, you're doing this. Instead of doing that, think of reaching the collarbone towards the toes. And
like
as
this?
you do, yep, think of reaching that forward. And as you do, it's going to bring your tailbone down and forward.
Oh, yeah.
And then you should be getting more sensation. So the thing a lot of people do in this pose is they round their spine like this. And then their hips are back. So when we reach our collarbone forward, our hips come forward with it, and we get more sensation.
Yes, that's like a slight difference, but wow.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Nice. Now I want to offer you something here. If it doesn't feel good, we'll come out of it, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to keep our right hand down. We're going to bring our left hand to our left thigh. We're going to press into our left hand and open our chest to the left. Nice. How's that feeling? Okay so far?
Good so far.
Okay, we're going to bend our right knee behind us.
Okay.
We're going to grab for the pinky toe edge, the outside edge of that foot.
Ugh.
Keep your chest opening up. Lift your hips so your hip touches your heel. And then try to keep that connection as you drop the hips down and forward slowly. Pause where you get so much sensation it feels good. And then keep opening the chest up. We're going to take 2 breaths. You got this. One more slow inhale. And we gently release our back foot. We don't want it to slingshot. Our left hand comes back to our thigh and then back to the ground.
Back to the ground.
And then back to tabletop. Let's shake it out.
Oh,
yeah. Nice. And from here, we're going to find our first downward dog of class. Are you familiar with downward dog?
Yes, I'm not good at it, but
Well, I'll walk you through it a little bit. So we're in our tabletop first, right?
Right. Wait,
Okay.
I'm going to switch my map so I can mirror you.
Yeah, babe. This is your private yoga session. I'm on your time, babe.
Excuse me, Jessie. Thank you. Okay.
All right. From here, my shoulders are going to stay above my wrists, and my fingers are still spread wide, okay? Wow.
Okay.
All right. My fingers are spread wide. My pointer finger points straight forward. My shoulders are going to stay above my wrists. I'm going to walk my knees back 3 inches. But my shoulders aren't going to come back. My shoulders are going to stay above my wrists, right? Yeah.
We're redoing this.
All right. We're on tabletop. My fingers are spread wide.
Okay.
My shoulders are above my wrists.
Okay.
They're not moving forward. They're not moving back. I'm going to walk just my knees back 3 inches. So my shoulders are still above my wrist, but my knees are behind my hips.
Okay.
So bring your shoulders forward a little bit more. There it is. Nice. Now tuck your toes underneath you. Now press into your hands as you lift your hips up and back. Your chest will press towards your thighs, downward dog. Let your head hang heavy. Now we're going to check in here. Your fingers are still spread wide. Your index finger points forward. All 10 of your toes point straight forward. The feet are separated hip width distance. Bend your knees gently and let your heels lift. As you do that, press into your hands. They're not going to move, but you're going to press them down and forward as you move your chest closer to your thighs. Now, once you feel that nice long back, let your head stay heavy. We're going to slowly begin to straighten the legs, letting heels come closer to the ground, only going as far as feels good, not sacrificing our flat back for straight legs. From here, we're going to bend our knees. We're looking forward. We're walking our feet to our hands. Ooh.
Oh, I love doing this.
Nice. Once you arrive at the front of your mat, bend. You're going to keep your feet together this time, but bend your knees so your stomach and your thighs are attached. Maybe even your boobies touch right above your knees. From here, we're going to take our hands behind our calves. We're going to keep our chest and our thighs connected as we begin to press our knees back, straighten our legs. Only straighten them as much as you can while keeping your chest and thighs connected. Nice. Once you find your peak, pause. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and reach the crown of the head towards the space in front of the toes. Nice. Gently release the intensity of that fold. Hands come down by your feet. Hell yeah. This time we're going to step our left foot all the way back. Right foot stays forward. Woo. We're lowering our back knee down to the ground, untucking our back toes. Now make sure your knee is not in front of your ankle. Heel toe that right foot forward a few inches. Yeah. Perfect. We're keeping our fingers on the ground. We're pulling our right hip back as we push our left hip forward. And then just like in the lizard pose we're going to do later, instead of rounding in our spine here, we're reaching the collarbone forward and we're letting the hips follow. From here, we shift the hips back, half splits. So pause real quick. Don't move real quick. Bring the knee forward again. Come back in your... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, now shift the hips back. Yeah, the feet won't move. Now nope. Pause real quick. The left hip is above the left knee. You walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Now we're going to flex the toes back towards the face. There you go. Now pull your right hip back as you push your left hip forward. And then instead of rounding in the spine here, I'm reaching my collarbone towards my toes. Breathing in those half splits. Hell yeah. And if you're not finding enough sensation here, instead of rounding in the spine, begin to hinge at the hips. Eventually, we're going to shift the weight forward, our low lunge legs. Nice. Ooh. My right hand, it comes inside of my right foot. My right foot steps to the right, 1 footstep. I angle my right toes out towards 1 o'clock. And then I'm going to reach my collarbone forward as I drop my hips down and forward. Feeling a nice stretch in the outside of our, or inside of our right hip, maybe the front of our left hip. If this feels good, our right hand comes to our right thigh.
Right hand.
Yeah, to right thigh. We open the chest to the right. We keep our chest open. We bend our left knee. We grab for the outside edge of our left foot. You with me still?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to lift our hips up so our hip and our heel touch. Keep pulling shoulders together on the back as you drop the hips down and forward as much as feels good. Pausing when it gets really intense, but still good. We're going to take 2 breaths here. 1 more. And we gently release back foot. Right hand to right thigh, and then right hand to the ground.
Woo.
Our right knee comes back to meet left. We're in that tabletop. Woo.
Oh, so nice.
Sit back on the calves for a moment. You can keep the hands in the lap or bring them to heart center. And we just pause here. So we're sitting on our calves. We'll bring hands to heart center for a moment, sitting up tall. We only got 15 minutes left. We're starting to wind down now, okay?
Oh, yes.
Closing down the eyes, sitting up tall. We take the time again, like we did in the very beginning of this practice, to slow down the breathing. Noticing those cool sensations on the inhale. Those little tickles around the lips as we exhale. Nice. Open your eyes, release hands to your lap. We'll set up for a toe crusher, and then we'll head to our back, get some nice like twists in, a happy baby, and we'll call it a Savasana. Sound yummy?
It sounds delicious. I love Happy Baby. It's my absolute 100% favorite pose.
Yours and Jack the Strippers. I love it.
Is it? I
Yep,
love
yep.
Happy Baby. Oh my God.
It's a good one. So I'm glad that we're going to get that one in today. That's perfect. So we'll do our toe crusher real quick before we get there. I'm wearing socks today. So I'm going to try my best, but we got this. Sitting up on our sitting up on our toes, like we're in a squat, sitting on our feet. Yeah, there you go. Now bring your knees together. Bring your heels together, bring your toes together.
Heels together, toes together. Oh, okay. This is tough.
There you go. Now keep your hands on the ground. We're going to keep all 10 toes pointing forward as we slowly place the knees on the ground in front of us.
Oh my goodness. This is like an extreme sport.
Once you're there, your pinky toe is going to try to have snuck out from you. You're going to pull it forward. Is your pinky toe trying to sneak out? Bring it forward.
Yes. I'm having to put major effort into it.
Yep, you got this. Now, if this is really intense for you, babe, keep your hands on the ground. No big deal.
I can't reach the ground. I'm super short.
Round your spine.
Ooh. Perfect.
So this is like the mildest version. If you're looking for a little bit more, but not the most, hands to the thighs, spine round. If you're like, bitch, I got this, sit up tall. Tucking your tailbone slightly, engaging the core and bringing hands to heart center. The head stacks above the shoulders above the hips. We take 3 slow breaths here. One more. Just gently release hands to the knees, to the ground in front of us. Let's untuck the toes and tap out the top of the feet.
Ooh, yes.
We need that after our heels, huh? We'll sit back on our calves and swing the legs around. We're going to set up for one more shoulder opener before we head to the ground, just because I think we need it. We're going to bring the hands to the ground behind our hips, fingers pointing out to the sides or back, Yogi's choice. From here, bring the bottom of your feet to the ground, knees up to the sky. The heels will be about a foot or so in front of the knees. Now, make sure the feet are separated as wide as your hips. Before we do anything else, we're going to puff up the chest. Then we're going to tighten our lower abs, almost like we're doing a Kegel. We're going to keep that as we engage the glutes, pressing the hips up towards the sky. Pausing here, gaze forward towards the knees. From here, we're going to press into our hands. We're going to lift the chest above the shoulders.
Ooh.
From here, we're going to engage the glutes and bring the hips in line with the shoulders. There you go. Nice. If this feels good, you can look at the sky, but don't drop your head all the way back. Keep lifting the chest. Keep pressing into the feet. Engage the glutes. And then slowly lower the hips down to the ground.
Yeah. I have such trouble like moving slowly.
Yeah, no, you're doing a great job. If you really feel that way, it's
Thank
obviously
you, because
something you've worked on.
Maybe, because I'm just like, boop.
No, you did it. You're moving with a lot of control. I'll say this. I've loved every single student I have had so far, but some people are definitely easier to teach online than other people, and you are definitely one of the easier ones. Like, you just get the verbal cues. So you're making my job easy, girl.
I'm so glad.
Yes.
It is an honor.
I'm honored to have you here. So we'll pull the knees into the chest. We'll give ourselves a little hug here first.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to take our hands to our knees. We're going to keep our hands on our knees. We're going to pull our knees wider than our torso. Now, everybody, the width of how wide this is going to be different from everybody. I like it really wide. It's all to do with your hips. All of our hips are shaped different. So I like mine really wide past the shoulders. That's not great for everybody. Find that sweet spot for you where you have the most room in your hips. Now, from here, we're going to bring our hands to a prayer shape above our face. And then we're going to place our arms in between our knees. Yeah,
Like
and then we're
this?
gonna, yeah, exactly. Then we're gonna take our hands, we're gonna reach for the outside edges of our feet. Our arms are still inside of our legs, my hands cross in front of my ankles. And
Ah.
now, here's where we're gonna move slowly. Suck your shoulders back. Press your tailbone into the ground. Do not let your tailbone or your shoulders lift. Slowly begin to lift the bottom of your feet up towards the sky until your heels are in line with your knees. Not letting that tailbone lift, not letting those shoulders lift. Keep your head down.
Oh, that's
From,
really hard.
yeah, we're working on keeping the entire spine on the ground.
Ugh. Ugh.
Because when we let the tailbone lift up, what tends to happen is we're rocking on our mid spine. So even if
Yes.
your feet need to be in front of your knees a little bit, keep working that tailbone down, keep pulling the knees down, even with the feet in front of you. And then eventually you'll get those feet up towards the sky. And then once the feet are up towards the sky, you can press the feet into the hands as you strongly pull down with the arms. As you do that, you should be able to press your tailbone into the ground a little bit easier.
Ugh.
Yeah. If this feels good, you can rock side to side across your lower back. Again, just making sure you're not rocking on the mid back.
Ooh, yes, tailbone smush.
And then if this feels good, you can begin to straighten legs out to the side, one at a time, or at the same time.
Oh my god, I wish I could do that. I definitely can't do both at the same time.
Yeah, I believe you can. Bring your feet back in real quick. We're going to play with it. Yeah, keep your hands on the inside edges of your feet. Now, press your tailbone down, pull your knees down as wide as you can. Stay with me, okay? Keep your left,
down.
yep, shoulders down. Keep your left foot where it is. Extend your right leg out to the side. Just your right leg. Yeah. Now, keep your right foot where it is. Slowly begin to extend your left leg long. As much as feels good. You got this. You got this. Pause. God, there you go. Now point your toes. Now press your feet, your hands into your feet. There you go. You got this. Beautiful.
Ow, ow, ow.
And we slowly bend the knees back into the chest. Ooh.
Oh my god, my legs are shaking like, bitch, what are you doing?
They love it. Shaking means you're growing stronger, bitch.
Yes, getting a split is like a huge goal I have to accomplish.
Bitch, tune in to Strippa Yoga. We've been doing all the work for splits. You'd have them by now.
Like,
You'd have them by now.
If I like come out of quarantine not being able to do a split, that's ridiculous.
You know, I'm not judging you. I'll still, you started a business. I'm proud of you still.
I'm proud of me too, but it's like, it seems like something I should be able to do.
Yeah, well, I'm excited. Just in general, we should be focusing on stretching and moving our body daily during this, because especially because we're not getting it through work, which is most of ours like exercise. You know.
Right.
Let's find a twist real quick before we hit Shavasana. Let's let both knees slowly fall to the left. Your hips might bump to the right slightly. Extend your right arm out to the right. Look towards your right fingertips. Make sure your right shoulder's on the ground. That's the most important thing. Let's gently bring the knees back to center, the hips back to center. And then we'll let both knees fall to the right. Your hips might bump to the left. Your left arm extends to the left. Your gaze follows your left fingertips. Left shoulder's down.
Oh, so nice.
I know, I love supine twist. And we'll slowly come back to center. Let's pull knees into the chest for one final hug. This time you can let that tailbone lift. You can let the forehead come towards the knees, giving yourself a nice big hug. You might kiss your knees. Thank you, knees.
Thanks, knees.
They do a lot for us, bitches.
So much. Oh my god. Literally.
We'll slowly release, letting the legs come out long.
Phew.
As wide as the mat or wider. Feeling free to starfish and take up some damn space.
Oh yeah, this is the best.
Shoulders melt back. The eyelids relax and close. The jaw softens. Our breathing slows. Take one more soft breath in. And then let it go, yes. A well-deserved Shavasana.
Heckin', yeah.
And when you're ready, no rush. We'll begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. We'll roll out the wrists and the ankles. And as you're ready, we'll gently roll off to our favorite side. Maybe you find a big fingertip to toe stretch first.
Oh my gosh.
We meet in a comfortable fetal shape on our side. Yeah, fully supported by the ground below us. We don't bark during Savasana. Something's here. And then slowly make your way up into a seat. We'll meet in a comfortable seat facing towards each other. Ooh, sorry about that delivery.
No, it's fine.
We can keep hands in our lap or bring them to heart center, closing down our eyes for just a moment longer. Appreciating the work that we've put in, the space we've created.
Oh, so much good space.
And ourselves for choosing to practice today and showing up for ourselves and our community in doing so.
Yes, this is such an awesome thing that you're doing.
Thank you. We'll bring our thumb tips to forehead center. Sitting up tall, we take a big breath in. And then together we bow, just shutting down our practice. Thank you. My bad dog.
Oh, no.
She's my protector girl. She protects me.
She's
all.
protecting. She said, "This is delivery."
She said, "Who is it? I'll get him right now, Mom. He won't mess with you."
Yes, my dog is actually, she's huge and
Mhm.
she's very sweet, but when she barks, she sounds so mean. It's like actually kind of, I don't know, it's a good thing being a single woman, I think, to have
Yep.
like a big, scary sounding dog.
I 100% agree. My dog makes me feel so much safer. My laundry's outside. What are you doing, Jessie? You just love your mom?
Oh my god, you're so cute. I love you.
Look at these yoga dogs. These are the best. I love our pupperoonies. We need to. I want to make a calendar. Strippers and their animals. Strippers and their pets.
That would be so cute. Strippers and their pets.
Yeah.
That would be like so chaotic trying to get like good.
Oh
like,
my god.
Pictures with your.
Me-
I'm trying to imagine.
I've tried to do photo shoots with my cat before. It's just like never turns out good. He's just such an
Yes.
my cat is me. He's like, I am the king of everything, and we will do this when I say it's okay.
I think that's cats, right? Like in general, I don't know. My cat is very sweet, but he's also a big asshole.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I'm so grateful that you came on today. I had so much fun with
Thank
you.
You
were one of the.
I had so much fun, and I feel so good and stretched out. My hips are like, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I will definitely be back for to join you and some of the other lovely strippers.
New York is on the top of my list of places I want to host Strippa Yoga when all of this.
Oh my god,
up.
it would do so well. There's so many of us here, man. There's a lot.
I have my highest follower count is like New York, LA, and then a few Portland, I think, of course, Phoenix, Tucson.
Portland,
so I'm definitely
there's tons of strippers. Austin too.
I'm looking at you East Coast gals, so hopefully we meet each other in real life sooner than later. It's so funny. I think Valerie Stunning is from Jersey too, and I think that she was like one of my favorites I've done so far. She was so fun, and you brought that same kind of fun, funky energy. I appreciate you, babe. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much. This was awesome. I'll see you soon. Thank you, everyone.
I'll see you soon. Bye, gorgeous. Bye.